From WBNG, the Southern Tier's #1 local news. This is 12 News at 11.
Good evening and thank you for joining us at 12 News at 11. I'm Grady. We begin tonight in Tompkins County. Students at Cornell University started their own movement just days after protests at Columbia University made national headlines. The students are protesting in support of Palestinian liberation. 12 News' Daniel Curran visited the encampment to learn what the students' demands are.
Student activists at Cornell University have remained in their encampment as protests to the college's ties with the war in Gaza. These demonstrations began on Thursday with students urging Cornell to divest from several Israeli organizations and weapons manufacturers.
We're saying that we no longer have trust in the university to deliver for the students. So we're taking back that space from the university and saying we're going to establish our own liberated zone where we're going to have classes, where we're going to have teachings, discussions, what the university should be. We're showing an example of it behind me.
Students in the encampment say they plan on staying in this area behind me until the university agrees on some of their demands.
We basically gave them clear demands, and we said, when you make actions and we have negotiations and we compromise, these encampments will come down. And since they have yet to have begun this process, I can't really give a timeline of how much longer we will be up here.
Students say the college instructed them to move on Thursday. They say the school threatened them with suspensions if they did not comply. Protesters have not changed their stance as a result of these threats.
I think we're trying to not focus on the threats. What we're trying to say is that we have a position and we have some demands and we have and we want to enter into negotiation with the administration in good faith.
The noise grows louder on campus and the support for Gaza more evident.
I think that for a long time I've been witnessing my people suffer, and there wasn't anyone really paying attention. There wasn't really anyone doing anything, and so to see people taking action and uniting as a community and supporting one another for the cause is something that's so meaningful to me.
The administration, students tell us, have yet to begin discussions with them on their demands. Cornell University's full statement regarding these protests can be found on our website, WBNG.com. Daniel Curran, 12 News, Tompkins County.
Shortly after 1:30 p.m. Friday afternoon, the Sydney Police Department received a report of an armed robbery at a convenience store on West Main Street. The subject entered the store wearing a black and purple wig and a blue Oneana Yellow Jackets hoodie before brandishing a handgun and demanding money from a store employee. The suspect then fled south on West Main Street before discarding the wig and his hoodie before getting into a getaway vehicle parked on Adams Street, which promptly left the scene. The suspect is reported to be bald or balding, heavy-set, white male over 6 feet tall. The getaway vehicle is believed to be a 2008 or 2009 silver Subaru Legacy, which can be seen on your screen. Anyone with information on the incident is asked to contact the Sydney Police Department at the number you see listed on your screen. This afternoon, an induction ceremony was held by Friends of the Forum at the Forum Theater in downtown Binghamton. The event to honor and welcome 3-time Emmy Award-winning filmmaker and screenwriter Brynn to the Forum Theater Wall of Stars. Being a Binghamton local, Brynn has had a long legacy in the community, making over 20 documentaries, taking different looks into Broome County events, stories, and its history. Local leaders, members of the Forum Board, and friends of Brynn all spoke at the ceremony about the impact he has had in the area.
Your work has not only shined a spotlight on our local community, but also told the stories that have been enjoyed worldwide. And with that, today in the city of Binghamton, we are officially declaring it Brynn Day.
Frey's star will be on display with the others on the Wall of Stars in the lobby of the Forum Theater. Ex-tabloid publisher David Pecker took the stand again on Friday to detail the alleged scheme he helped broker to suppress stories that could have hurt Donald Trump's 2016 campaign. The former president faces 34 felony counts of falsifying business documents related to a so-called hush money payment to an adult film star. Robert Costa has more.
This is 8 days that we've all been sitting in this courthouse.
Former President Trump's attorneys took aim at the prosecution's key witness today, David Pecker, once the publisher of the National Enquirer and a longtime friend of Trump's.
David's been very nice, a nice guy.
The defense argued that the paper's deal with Trump to purchase and suppress negative stories, to catch and kill as it's called, was not unusual. Pecker himself had testified that there were similar alleged arrangements with Arnold Schwarzenegger, Tiger Woods, and Mark Wahlberg. But Pecker was later pushed by prosecutors on whether there was a difference with Trump. Did you suppress stories to help a presidential candidate? Yes, Pecker said. One of those stories involved former Playboy model Karen McDougal, who allegedly had a 10-month affair with Trump, which Trump denies.
After we had been intimate, he tried to pay me, and I actually didn't know how to take that.
The defense argued that McDougal's $150,000 deal with AMI, which previously owned the National Enquirer, was legitimate. She was paid and featured broadly throughout the publications. But under questioning from prosecutors, Pecker said that was meant to disguise the actual purpose, which was to acquire her lifetime rights to her story so it's not published. Pecker also acknowledged hiring an election law attorney to review McDougal's contract.
The best moment for the prosecution is David Pecker saying that he sought legal advice on behalf of his company, that if he continued to do this kind of payment, that it was going to be a campaign violation. That is absolute gold for the prosecution.
And the campaign rolls on, even as Trump is in court. Today, President Biden told radio host Howard Stern that he is willing to debate Trump. Trump responded quickly, saying anytime, even tonight, or at the White House. Robert Costa, CBS News, Washington.
As mentioned, President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump could face off in a presidential debate soon. Friday, both Biden and Trump agreed to debate ahead of this year's election. The incumbent said he would be happy to debate Trump. This is the first time Biden has said explicitly he would debate Trump in this election cycle. Trump responded on Truth Social, suggesting several dates the two could debate, including at the courthouse on Friday night. While he is in New York for his hush money trial, he also suggested that they could debate at a rally he's scheduled to hold in Michigan. The Commission on Presidential Debates has scheduled 3 debates in September and October, and doing so through the Republican National Committee. They voted unanimously to withdraw in 2022. Trump has posted on social media that he will debate Biden, quote, anytime, anywhere, any place. Friday, U.S. Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin announced a $6 billion aid package for Ukraine. The new funding will allow the U.S. to purchase new equipment through the defense industry. Austin says the money will include interceptors for Ukraine's Patriot and defense systems, as well as significant amounts of artillery and ammunition.
I'm also pleased to announce today an additional commitment of $6 billion through our Ukraine Security Assistance Initiative. That will allow us to procure new capabilities for Ukraine from U.S. industry. This is the largest security assistance package that we've committed to date. And so the announcements this week underscore America's enduring commitment to Ukraine's defense.
The announcement comes just days after the U.S. announced a $1 billion package that would provide equipment to Ukraine that is pulled directly from U.S. stocks. That aid will arrive more quickly than the package announced on Friday, which falls under the Ukraine Security Assistance Initiative. Thursday's surprising reversal of Harvey Weinstein's 2020 sexual assault conviction is sparking fierce reaction. His lawyers say Weinstein did not receive a fair trial, but those who helped launch the Me Too movement are outraged. While the disgraced movie mogul remains in prison serving a 16-year sentence from a California case, New York's district attorney has indicated he will retry Weinstein. On CBS Mornings, Ashley Judd, the first to come forward with allegations of sexual harassment against Weinstein, said the prospect of alleged victims having to take the stand again is a tall task to ask them.
Courtrooms are not healing spaces. They are traumatizing spaces. And victims should not have to perform their trauma in order to find peace. You know, what will give us satisfaction and peace is when men stop raping women, period.
In overturning the 2020 conviction, the New York Appeals Court ruled 4-3 that alleged victims who weren't involved in the charges against Weinstein should not have been allowed to testify during the trial. Still to come at News 12 on 11, a massive bill that will lead to a TikTok ban barring the sale of the company has been passed. The potential impact of the bill and more when we return. And before we go to break, here's a live look at downtown Binghamton. Chief Meteorologist Howard Manges has the latest forecast after the break right here at News 12.
Mom. The word means so much, and she does so much for us. Why not let the world know how much you love and appreciate your mom? Send a photo of you and your mom to Mother's Day at WBNG.com for a chance to have your mom's photo highlighted on WBNG TV and WBNG.com all Mother's Day weekend. Join us in honoring Mom this year.
The previous company that I had internet with, we always had problems with the speed. I would sit there and wait and wait and wait. And when the bill went up to $90, I said, well, I'm not getting my $90 worth every month. With the green light service, it's a lot faster. It works throughout the house, and it's $40 cheaper. Don't be afraid to change. Instead of paying $90, pay the $50, and you get better service.
Hi, I'm Lauren Del Val. Here are some events happening around the Tiers. The Adventure Motorcycle Welcome Center grand opening is happening this Saturday. The Belmar will be hosting Star Wars themed trivia. Vines will be having their 10th annual Farm to Table dinner on Monday evening. For more information, head to our website at WBNG.com.
Rethink how you get breaking news.
A rooftop collapses at a suburban hotel.
With Local News Live, you get the big national stories direct from local reporters. Reporters who know the streets and the people. Authentic, unfiltered, live where the story is. Stay close, stay connected, because the big breaking stories are best told by those who live it.
Local News Live, always streaming on all 12 News digital platforms.
MeTV presents Sick Burns on Frank Burns.
Why don't you guys like me, huh? Because you're a lousy doctor and a rotten person. Aside from that, well, there's your pimples. My pores won't close. You are a total and definitive pain in the gluteus maximus. Would you like me to translate? You can't talk to me like that.
Watch more of these sick burns on Frank Burns on MASH.
You know, you really ought to see a proctologist about possible brain damage.
MASH, weeknights, starting at 6 on Binghamton's MeTV.
Welcome back. With the clock going tick-tock on tick-tock, millions of users, including small businesses, are scrambling to figure out what to do. The Chinese-owned company is threatening to go to court to challenge new legislation that could effectively ban the platform sometime next year. Jolene Kent has the details.
This is where you go live from.
This is where I go live from, yeah. We support every business on here.
Brandon Hurst says TikTok has changed his life.
It allows me to go live, share who I am, but it also makes it easy for people to buy.
Since he started selling on TikTok last year, Hurst, better known as Brandon the Plant Guy, says he's tripled his business.
In the last year, we've been able to sell 57,000. Everyone always asks me, do you have a favorite variety of plant? Yes, I do.
His company is one of 7 million small businesses on TikTok. According to the platform, it has supported more than 224,000 American jobs.
Right, I have friends and family members that work for me and help package plants and orders. So this goes beyond just me now. This is like, a team of 8 other people that would lose their jobs.
Now that the TikTok ban has been signed into law, the Chinese-owned social media company has 9 to 12 months to sell to an American owner or be banned, forcing scores of entrepreneurs to look for a new home. In the meantime, TikTok plans to sue in federal court.
One of the biggest beneficiaries of a TikTok ban, of course, would be Meta.
Instagram Reels is the most natural fit. It isn't exactly the same. You can replicate the technology, but you can't replicate the culture.
Where do you pivot your social media business?
I'm on Instagram. I've been doing business on other platforms. There's just not that many places you can live sell. So I haven't thought about it yet, to be honest. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what we would do. We just hit 225,000 likes.
An uncertain future for his budding business.
ByteDance, the parent company of TikTok, has said it has no plans to sell the company. Meanwhile, TikTok CEO Shou Chew is leaning on the company's recent First Amendment victories in U.S. courts, vowing it will prevail again. Jolene Kent, CBS News, Los Angeles.
All right, it is time for a check on the weather. We're going to head over to Chief Meteorologist Howard Manges as he joins us for our first look at the forecast. It was absolutely gorgeous out today. Is the summer weather going to keep up, or are we heading back a season towards winter?
Well, no, there's no cold anywhere in the 7-day forecast, which is really good news. In fact, we're going to actually head more towards summer, as you say. Let's take a look outside. Pretty quiet across our area the last couple of days, but man, horrible things happening in the Midwest tonight with severe weather that we expected as meteorologists. There are, as of last check, there were 90 reports I should say 90 tornado reports. That doesn't mean 90 tornadoes. It just means that there have been an accumulation of 90 individual reports, some from the same storm. But seeing some videos of homes and businesses and neighborhoods just completely wiped clean as a result of what's going on out there. So hopefully, folks, were prepared for it, and some areas could do it again tomorrow as well. Well, there was one tornado warning in effect for central Iowa that has expired, but long ways from being out of the woods in parts of the Midwest. Here we go. Clouds are continuing to move into our area here tonight, but what we're not going to see is any sort of rain. That gets here tomorrow. 41 right now in Plymouth, 42. I think I just saw green update, 47 in Whitney Point, 53 at the airport. We've got 44 in Stamford. We're updating here in live time, 37 in Roxbury, 45 in Windsor, and still 50 in Harpersville. Headlines, nothing changing here. Clouds will continue to increase here tonight, mainly afternoon rain showers into the evening on Saturday. Much warmer heading into Monday. Sunday will be warmer too, but Monday I think will be one of the warmer days, and overall next week looks to be above to well above average. Overnight, there's the increase in clouds. Again, if you are an early riser Saturday morning, you're going to be dry. No issues there. I don't see any evidence supporting a faster arrival of rain. If you do have yard work to do tomorrow, best to get it done before about noon. Now, if you're farther east of Binghamton, you might be able to sneak that into the early afternoon, but you notice the showers coming across the I-81 corridor starting around midday, and then, we'll get another batch of rain coming in. Perhaps a rumble of thunder overnight into Sunday morning. Sunday starts off dry, but then the chance of some showers and maybe some thunderstorms moving through Sunday afternoon with some heavy downpours. Even Sunday evening, we get some clouds, some rain, maybe some thunder, and even some breaks in those clouds. So a lot going on, at least in terms of, or compared to what we've had the last few days. Tomorrow looks like the last cool day, if you will, the average day. We're going to be in the mid-50s with that 60% chance of mainly afternoon showers. 40% on Sunday. We are up into the low to mid-70s, upper 70s on Monday. Right now looks to be a mainly dry day. We'll have to watch that through the weekend, but Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week looks to be temperatures a good 10 or so degrees above average.
All right, Howard, I got a big morning tomorrow on the Vestal campus with lacrosse, with baseball. How should I be dressing? What am I prepared for about noon tomorrow?
That's about when those rain showers should start coming in from the west, right around midday here in Broome County. But temperatures, again, not too bad. We're going to be up in the 50s. When it does start raining, we might drop back into the 40s, so keep that in mind.
So rain gear and maybe a windbreaker tomorrow.
Probably.
All right. Well, still ahead here at 12 News at 11. We meet the new face on the bench for the Binghamton Bearcats. BU introduces its new women's basketball head coach. We hear from her after the break.
This month at Matthews Kia,
Lease a 2024 Kia Forte LXS with backup camera, alloy wheels, and more for only $249 per month with $3,000 due at signing. Or lease a 24 Kia Niro LX with the 8-inch touchscreen and more for only $349 per month with $3,000 due at signing. At Matthews Kia, Old Vestal Road behind Lowe's, or MatthewsKiaNY.com.
You're smart. Your TV is smart. That's why you cut the cord. Endless shows, nonstop movies. But you need one more thing.
12 News. Watch WBNG Live anytime, anywhere.
Just search WBNG on Roku, Apple TV, Amazon Fire, or Android TV.
WBNG, your home for Southern Tier Sports.
And First Alert Weather.
Breaking news, entertainment, and more. All streaming live on WBNG.
Central Serve's mission is to provide community support and guidance to the Endicott area through service and education. Our weekly Shepherd Supper is happy to serve healthy, nutritious meals to all who come in, no matter what their circumstances. And for those in need of clothing, you can visit our clothing center during our business hours. Please contact us for more information on our services.
At Every Cat's Dream, we believe that every animal, no matter their condition, deserves to find their forever home. We work closely with local veterinarians to rehabilitate all of our rescues and ensure that their health is in good standing before adoption. Our facility houses upwards of 80 cats and kittens, with over 700 brought in every year. Come find your feline best friend today.
The Helping Hands Food Pantry has been servicing the needs of Berkshire, Richford, Speedsville area communities since 1986. We provide necessary food supplies as well as personal care products to those in need. We also try to provide special products such as gluten-free offerings, eggs, fresh fruits, and vegetables. Visit us at 11 Jewett Hill Road in Berkshire during our business hours to find out how you can help.
A rainstorm moving in from the north. Be on the lookout.
The system is bringing heavy rain and thunderstorms into the area.
It looks like we might be seeing more of those showers and thunderstorms heading into the afternoon.
A system is bringing thunderstorms and heavy winds to the area.
We'll be getting some rain and lightning this evening.
Making sure you know everything about the rainy week ahead.
This is the Jeff Kai's Auto Sports Desk.
Welcome back, and thank you for joining us here at the Southern Tier Sports Desk. I know, right? I was there. I'm here. Well, like the commercials say, we are everywhere. Binghamton University introduced Friday the newest member of its women's basketball team. Mary Grimes officially becoming a Bearcat as the university introduced its new head women's basketball coach during a press conference held at the event center. Grimes spent the last 3 seasons as the head coach at Lemoyne. In her 3 years on the bench, she helped usher the Dolphins into Division I play. Grimes, the 2023-2024 Northeast Conference Coach of the Year, led Lemoyne to a 14-2 record in the NEC. Along with President Harvey Stanger and Athletic Director Eugene Marshall, Grimes addressed the media, her team, and others in the press conference. Grimes, very familiar with the America East as well. She coached the UAlbany Great Danes from 2010 to 2016. In that time, Grimes and the Great Danes won 5 consecutive America East tournament titles, making the NCAAs in each season as well. Both Coach Grimes and Athletic Director Marshall saying they are excited for the future of the program.
My motto is to own the thruway and get out there and get the brightest of the best of I-90. There's some here already on this roster, but that's going to be the thing that drives, our women's basketball program.
It's a significant hire because it was a significant time and juncture in the program. And I wanted to make sure that the young ladies had the type of leader that could take us to the next level.
I think we're all just really excited to start building those relationships with her and, feeling that culture out a little bit and just getting to experience this next chapter together. So we're all excited.
Binghamton baseball in action as well on Friday in Maine, battling the Black Bears. First inning, Jeremiah Jenkins takes the Dan McElhiney pitch over the right field wall. Black Bears, an early 1-0 lead, moving on to the 6th now. Binghamton still down the road, bases loaded for Mike Stelrick. He sends it back up to the middle. That's going to score 2 runs. Binghamton goes up 3-2. Bottom of the inning, Black Bears respond. Jenkins again to right field. That's his second of the day. Maine evens it up at 3. Bottom 9 now, still tied at 3. Runners on second and third for the Black Bears. This one is sent out deep to right. Zach Rogacki under it. The throw home, not in time. Black Bears walk it off at 9. Maine beats the Bearcats 4-3. These two teams back at it again on Saturday for Game 2 of the 3-game set. The Binghamton Rumble Ponies announced the franchise is being sold to a new ownership group. The announcement made via the Rumble Ponies website late Friday morning. The ball club is being sold to Diamond Baseball Holdings. The group owns several minor league baseball teams across the country. The team stated in its press release that keeping the Rumble Ponies in Binghamton is a priority. Additionally, the team said that the front office staff will remain in place. That includes current acting general manager Richard Tylicki. When asked about the future of baseball in Binghamton, Binghamton Mayor Jared Cram said he's extremely optimistic about the partnership between the city and the franchise.
Baseball in Binghamton is beloved, not just for me, but for thousands of fans. And I'm really glad to hear that the new ownership group will be keeping the team in Binghamton, keeping the New York Mets affiliation, and really making the investments that are needed to create a one-of-a-kind fan atmosphere.
President and owner of the Rumble Ponies, David Sabaka, spoke on the acquisition, saying in part, quote, keeping the team in Binghamton was a priority when we bought the team, and we are confident that DBH, based on their reputation for investing in communities like Binghamton, will ensure that the minor league baseball experience will be preserved for future generations to enjoy. The Mets franchise also saying on Friday they are grateful to the current ownership group and that they are confident in the Rumble Ponies' continued success under the experienced ownership of DBH. Make sure to check out the WBNG webpage for more information on this story. The Rumble Ponies themselves on the field this Friday in action on the road against the New Hampshire Fisher Cats. Binghamton, a winner in 10 innings. Ponies put up 3 runs in the 10th inning. Rowdy Jordan with a single scoring Jose Peraza to put Binghamton up for good. Trey McLaughlin with the save in extra innings. He struck out 1. Matt Ruddick with a home run earlier in the game. He went 2 for 3 on the evening. Binghamton winning on the road 5-3. And don't go anywhere. We have one final story after the break.
What should we do?
I'm going to cashnetusa.com. I can apply in minutes, and if approved, we can have the money as soon as the same business day.
Go to cashnetusa.com to apply for the money you need.
Changing the way the world views individuals with Down syndrome and other disabilities is our mission here at Gigi's Playhouse Southern Tier. We offer direct educational and therapeutic programs for everyone, regardless of age or disability.
Gigi's Playhouse helped me to meet new people.
Our custom programs work towards advancing literacy, math, motor skills, muscle tone, self-esteem, preparing for the workforce, and much more.
Gigi's Playhouse helped me meet new friends and communicate better.
And I love doing the art and gratitude, and I like cooking.
My favorite is sign language.
The positive and uplifting environment of Gigi's Playhouse will empower our participants to reach their very best, and our resources will help foster acceptance, awareness, and networks for families and friends.
Gigi's Playhouse is fun.
I like to be here with all my friends.
Oh yeah, it was great, and I'm doing a lot of stuff. Great job.
And the best part, our programs are completely free. Cost will not be a barrier to achievement. If you'd like to join our program, come visit us in the Oakdale Commons in Johnson City. To learn more, call 607-217-4035 or visit gigisplayhouse.com/Southern Tier.
I love Gigi's.
I'm Joey Steenhagen, founder and artistic director of Running to Places Theater Company. At R2P, we believe that theater is a powerful tool for teaching the critical life skills to the middle school and high school students that we serve. Participation for our students is 100% free, and so is attendance at our shows. This is only possible with the support of our community, folks just like you. You can learn more about getting involved and to support our work at runningtoplaces.org. That's runningtoplaces.org.
The Lord's table is designed to feed people a meal in the moment. So our goal is to feed hungry people. A group of volunteers gather in the kitchen and they put together takeout meals. We hand them out and we welcome people into the kitchen, well, into the dining room, to eat and enjoy whatever meal we're serving that night. It's very important to us that we provide well-rounded meals. Who come and we are grateful to be able to fill their bellies.
WBNG is now hiring full-time and part-time positions in all departments. Work behind the scenes at the Southern Tier's #1 TV station. Go to gray.tv/careers now to apply.
Finally at 11, it's time to get your carbs on. It's clearly something I have no problem doing. Friday, National Pretzel Day. Mark the day by snacking one of America's favorite snacks, whether they are soft, crunchy, salty, or cinnamon. Ooh, cinnamon sugar, really good. The food holiday was created in 2003 when Pennsylvania Governor Ed Rendell named April 26th National Pretzel Day. The state has a long history with the pretzel industry. The Pennsylvania Dutch introduced pretzels to North America in the 19th century. It is still the epicenter of pretzel production in the U.S. In fact, the average Philadelphian consumes about 12 times as many pretzels as the national average.
That's interesting.
You know, as I saw that story, all I could think of was The Office, Michael and Stanley on Pretzel Day waiting in line all day. So
yeah, no, pretzels some are good, some aren't so good. I have one brand that I could eat an entire bag of. Others I just turn my nose to, but I guess it is a matter of preference.
Well, I OD'd on pretzels when I worked at Auntie Anne's for a little bit.
Oh boy, yeah, oh yeah, that's my wife's favorite place. I think we go to the mall.
Real quick, just want to get this in for you. Black Bears 4-3 winners. Game 2 tomorrow night. Thank you for joining us here tonight at 11. Come back for 12 News in the morning, and for the latest news and weather headlines, The Late Show with Stephen Colbert is next. Have a great night, and we will see you tomorrow.